Robinson, and I am in the My Voice, My Choice leadership group with Chicago Abortion Fund.
And for all of you that have been watching us for the past couple of months, this is our third show. If you're not familiar with us, Chicago Abortion Fund provides financial assistance to low income women seeking abortion procedures. And that's our clinic, our client services. Our advocacy piece is the My Voice, My Choice Leadership Project, which we're bringing women that we've given abortion funding to, women that have had abortions, back to the table, taking them through leadership trainings so that they can become advocates in the movement as well. If you are in need of assistance, though, you can call our client service line, and I'm going to go ahead to our information so that you can see that. And we'll flash that a couple more times before the program is over. So, Aja has been in the My Voice, My Choice leadership group for a full year now. She joined a year ago in March, and she's on tonight to talk about some of her experiences with the leadership group and also to talk about a few more things, ask some questions, and we'll go from there.
As Gaylon said, I've been in the leadership group for a year now, and it's great. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing to me. But I have some questions I want to ask Gaylon now.
Okay.
So,
Well, go ahead, shoot.
Gaylon, do you think having an abortion changed your life?
Yes, having an abortion and having several abortions has changed my life dramatically. Um, I was able to control my own decisions about when I chose to parent and become a mother. That was very important to me. If I was forced to have children when I wasn't ready, financially able, I might not be the mother that I am today. And I have healthy, whole, and successful children because I was able to make my own decision and provide them with additional opportunities. And I was able to do that because I was ready at that point to be a parent. So, yes, it did change my life in some dramatic ways.
Okay. I have another question. What were your thoughts the first time you had to have an abortion?
Well, I was young. I was like 17 or 18. And I was not ready to be a mother. Um, I was on birth control. I was on the sponge at that time, and it didn't work. Um, and I was working at McDonald's, working, making maybe 3.35 an hour or whatever it was then, and could not even hardly take care of myself. And so there was no thoughts in my mind to have a child. My mother was very, very supportive of me. She went with me, as well as the guy that got me pregnant. And even though we paid for it, it was still a struggle to come up with money to pay for the procedure. Um, and so, I didn't know about a Chicago abortion fund then. Um, and I think it probably had been around for a few years at that point. Um, but I didn't know about it, and I wish I would have knew about it because it's a support system that's available to financially challenged women that need it. And so, um, but the things that were going through my head is, I'm not having any children. I'm not going to. Um, and so I chose not to, and I'm glad that I made that decision. And I'm glad that I had family and friends that supported that decision. I was never ostracized or shut out by my family because of those decisions. But in you asking me that, why don't you tell me some of your thoughts around, you having an abortion, why you chose to do it, that type of thing.
Well, I've actually had three abortions, and I chose to have them because I was really young. You were 17. I had my first abortion at 14.
Mm-hmm.
I was pregnant and my grandmother took me, and you know, it I wasn't one of those teen mothers who wanted something to love. You know, a lot of them say they want something to love usually, but that wasn't me. I was like, I need to go to school, and you know, I don't want to have any kids and all of this. So I had an abortion. I went and had an abortion. I think it was a great decision. I mean, at 14, how could I take care of a baby? I wasn't buying my own clothes. I wasn't, you know, even paying my own bus fare. So, you know, as far as me bringing a baby, and yeah, I had support. I was never ostracized either, but you know, it was just, why would I want to, and not that children are a burden, but why would I want to have that on me? You know, I'm 14. How can I take care of a baby? I mean, you
Right.
know, I can barely wash up right at 14. So, you know, and it was a decision that I just took, you know, that I just went with. And then my other two abortions, I had already had two children, and well, the last abortion, I had already had two children, and I just wasn't ready for another one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it was my choice, and I like the fact that it was my choice. And there isn't funding. I have a medical card, and you know, I still ended up having to pay a whole lot, and I couldn't afford it, so I was borrowing, you know, borrowing
Right.
money and everything. But you know, Chicago Abortion Fund is a great thing. I
We
think we have a caller, Gaylon.
Yeah, we have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, this is Paula from Northwest Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Very into the topic. I very much researched in college and gave dissertations on campus. Abortion, let me just say this on the top of it, was never meant to be a form of birth control. Number
Okay, so I have a follow-up question with you, Aja. People talking about, people against women making their own decisions about their body, whatever people's personal choices and moral beliefs and so forth is fine, but my belief is abortion is a personal decision, not a political conversation. How do you feel about that?
I feel that it is a personal decision. It's up to you. This is your body. My voice, my choice. This is your body. Nobody can choose what you can and will do with your body. And that's just how I feel about it. I feel like I have the right to make the decisions about me.
Exactly.
So, I mean, there's no one else that can tell me when and what and where I can't do something, you know? And I mean, I'm me. The decision is mine,
Right.
you know, and we have people out here that don't believe in abortion, or you know, they use it as it's political to them, but it's not political. It's
Right.
not political at all, because we are people. We are human beings, and it's our choice. Abortion was not a form of birth control to me. It was not. I was 14 and I did something, and then after that, after I grew up and had children, I still had another abortion. I did that because I knew what I was, if I knew I wasn't able to take care of another child, I
Right.
knew right now was not the time. So, you know, I believe it's your choice.
Exactly. Exactly. We have a
Have a
caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, my name is Toya. I had abortion because I knew the situation. I couldn't afford it. How do you move on if you feel now is the time that you want another baby? Do you forget about what you've done?
That's a very good question, and a lot of women have those type of thoughts after that. Abortion is one of the safest medical procedures that you can have. In fact, it's safer than childbirth. And so, if you are ready to have a baby, then you have a baby. You go through the steps to get pregnant. Um, and so that's how you do that. Aja, you made a mention of having a medical card and not being able to. You still had to come up with a lot of money, and the reason for that is the Hyde Amendment, which was enacted in 1975, prohibits abortion procedures being paid for with medical cards. Now, this greatly impacts a poor woman's access to reproductive health care, which includes